Incredible Hulk Easter eggs. And right off the bat, we're going to get into something very important here, and that's during the opening sequence of the movie when we see Edward Norton, aka the Hulk / Bruce Banner, in this little chair. Now this is important because we know that throughout the movie they drop back to he was trying to recreate the super soldier serum, and this is what actually made him the Hulk with gamma radiation. It's just one of the many experiments that was done trying to recreate the original formula. Next, during that same sequence, we get this little flash of Stark Industries, and it shows a few vehicles along with a SHIELD logo, which means that these were ordered by General Thunderbolt Ross to try to stop the Hulk, and later on in the movie we see that these were actually used to try to bring down the Hulk. One of the other things to note is that during the movie we do see the SHIELD logo, and during the intro of the movie we see Nick Fury's mention. Now Nick Fury is important because he's kind of responsible for bringing everything together, and just like in Iron Man, he is what brings the Avengers together, so they would need the Hulk. The other thing that is really glimpsed, but we never get anything more of it, so it could be potentially to set up a future villain or a hero or just something down the road, or maybe it could be nothing, but this is Jones Richard, aka Rick. And this character is important because he goes on in the comic to become A-Bomb. Now, during the scene where General Thunderbolt is looking for the super soldier serum, they go and look at one of these stasis. Well, what is important here is the name that is on there. The name Joseph Rainstay, aka the character you know from Captain America, the First Avenger. That is the alias he took on before he joined the American forces. So the one they end up using on Abomination is not the exact same one that is used on Captain America. This is the early one that is used on the Red Skull. And hence when they mention in Captain America that the serum he had amplifies the person that it is inside, Red Skull's face turned red. Therefore, Abomination, it turns him inside out into a true abomination of a human. And next is Dr. Stearns, aka the Leader. This character is important because this is to set up a sequel in where we would get the Leader. Now, it is unknown if we're actually going to get the sequel. And one of the more important scenes here is the reporter right after when the Hulk ends up destroying pretty much half of the forces trying to find him. And it's this news reporter. Now, it might just be a throwaway to a lot of people, but if we go to the ending of Iron Man 2 where he's being recruited, if we look right on the computers, you will see the same exact news reporter. And thus, this plays Incredible Hulk right before Iron Man 2. And then we are led to the last scene of the movie, in which we see Tony Stark enter and talk to Thunderbolt Ross, in which he mentions they are forming a team. So thank you for watching, and I will be back with the next part, covering all the Easter eggs in Iron Man 2.